Hello everyone, welcome to Semi Homesteading with Abby. Thank you all so much for tuning in to today's video. I am glad you are here. So let me explain what we're doing in today's video. I'm very excited, and this one's gonna be a little bit of a time-consuming one because if you have watched my previous videos, a couple weeks ago I started my food stockpile, my prepper pantry, if you will. I'm not quite a prepper yet, but you know, I wanna be a little bit prepared. You know, is that so much to ask? So I organized my pantry more. I got some food into the gorilla racks in the basement, and you know, we're on our way to being a little bit more prepared. In a different video, I also dehydrated a red bell pepper and tried to rehydrate it in a recipe. And in that video, I talked a lot about the benefits, you know, convenience-wise of having dehydrated food around and ready to go, already pre-diced and everything like that. So that when I'm cooking, let's say a chili or a stew or something, in theory, I would just be able to, you know, take out a scoop of dehydrated onion and throw it into the recipe. So you can kind of save all that chopping time and just cut down your prep for food. So not only do I want to have like a decent amount of food in my stockpile, I want to make it very convenient for myself during the cooking process. And so today, what I'm doing is I'm going to go head to Walmart and I'm going to be getting lots and lots of vegetables, and then I'm going to be dicing them and putting them into my dehydrator, dehydrating them and storing them in my pantry. So I hope by the end of this we'll have at least like a month. That might be a little ambitious, but I was hoping like a month of dehydrated diced vegetables. So I wanted to do bell peppers and onions for right now. I feel like there's at least one onion in every single recipe, and then we're constantly using green bell peppers, so that's really my focus. But if the store has them, I also want red and yellow. So I'm gonna go head to Walmart and see what the vegetable situation is. Let's get started. Okay, I feel very weird taking a camera in the store, but I tried to get a couple shots, but look at how big, well, maybe that's not the best example, let me find. Look at how big these green bell peppers are. They are monsters. Okay, so this brings up a good point of discussion about how I'm gonna actually dehydrate these, because I'm gonna put them all into one jar. So I'll cut up like all of them, dehydrate all of them, and then put them into one mason jar. And then the idea is when I'm cooking a recipe and I need like one green bell pepper, I'm gonna just scoop out, like, let's say one green bell pepper is like 2 tablespoons of dehydrated peppers. I would just scoop out 2 tablespoons and put them in the recipe. So I was gonna do it by like what the average green bell pepper dehydrated measurement is, but these are literally gigantic. Like, this is not a normal medium green bell pepper. So instead, I'm going to do it by cups or half cups or whatever and translate it that way. So I'll be able to say like, okay, 1 cup of fully hydrated bell pepper equals this unit of measurement of dehydrated bell peppers. Because if the recipe says 1 medium green bell pepper and I know that this equals like 2 tablespoons and I scoop out 2 tablespoons, this is gonna be so much green bell pepper. Like, this is not a medium in any world. So I don't know if it comes across as big as it, like on the camera, as it is in person. It's weirdly big. Like, I was picking these out like flabbergasted. And the yellow peppers are not like that. So I think to just make it consistent, I'm gonna do it by cups of hydrated peppers instead of just like units of bell pepper. And I feel like that's pretty easily translatable. Even if a recipe says, okay, put 1 medium green bell pepper in, we can know, okay, that's about half a cup or a cup or whatever. So I'll just have to look up what a usual green bell pepper is and we can do the conversions from there. So I was definitely about to do it the other way, and we would be adding way too many green bell peppers into all of our recipes if I did it like that. So let me know how you guys measure out dehydrated vegetables when you rehydrate them, because I'm kind of just winging it at this point, but I would like to hear what everyone else does. All right, so it's about 8:15 and I'm trying to decide if I should cut up 10 onions at this point. So I got like probably 8 yellow bell peppers, I think 10 green bell peppers, and 10 onions. So cutting them all up might be a daunting task, but I think I might just try to bite the bullet and chop like all of them. I also don't want to leave my dehydrator on overnight, so I think I'll probably just chop all the vegetables tonight and then early in the morning start putting them in the dehydrator so that I can cycle it like every 6 hours. As much as I don't want to chop up like 30 vegetables, I think time management wise, that is going to be the move. All right, it's the next morning. I have just come back from my morning walk, so I'm a little bit sweaty. But I need to get the dehydrator out and start dehydrating these onions. I think it says about 6 hours to dehydrate, but I'm thinking since they're so small, it might only take like 4. So I'm gonna start out with 4, check on them, see how they're going, and then hopefully they're ready so I can switch them out pretty frequently because there are a lot of onions I need to get to. So this dehydrator only came with 1 of these mesh pads. I bought 6 more so I can dehydrate diced vegetables for every single shelf. So we should be able to work our way through a lot of these vegetables. Here's my next pile of green bell peppers. I have just like 2 trays in there right now, the bottom one and that second to the last one. So this should be the last batch of my vegetables. So I originally was gonna keep them in jars because I just aesthetically like the look of jars, but I decided to actually keep them in Ziploc bags, at least for now. Ziploc bags are just cheap. They hold dehydrated food, and I'm gonna save some of my cans for canning stuff. So that's the scoop. This is just finishing up. It's been going for like 8 hours now. The onions and the green bell peppers ended up taking longer. I thought it was gonna take like 4 hours, but some of them looked a little bit flimsy, like the bigger pieces, so I ended up doing both of them for about 8 hours. So we're finishing that up. I have this last batch to do. I'll put those in tomorrow morning and we should be all set. I wanted to get this done before my trip in 2 days, and I think we're gonna get there, so mission accomplished. All right, we are officially done. This took, overall, I didn't run the dehydrator constantly. You know, I could have run it overnight and stuff and it could have been a little quicker, but I am actually very impressed by how much this dehydrator can fit into it. I really thought that I would have to do like, I don't know, 6 or 7 rounds through this with all of those onions and things, but it really only took like 2 rounds through them, had a few left over, but overall very impressed with how much this can actually fit and dehydrate. I'm so excited to have these. So all of those vegetables turned into just this. 2 little quart bags that aren't even full, and then a gallon bag. This was a lot of onions. I'm so excited that it is not only gonna save me space, but save me time, and it's so easy to just cut up the vegetables all at once and stick them in the dehydrator. It's so low maintenance. You just stick it for a few hours and come back when it's done. So I would highly, highly recommend this. I'm excited to add these to my stockpile, and I am excited to be one step closer to a homesteader. So thank you all so much for watching this video. I will see you again next week for another one, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye everyone.